So there is a massive outrage regarding the Pune car incident, and quite rightly so, because in this country we know that the system and the entire mechanism works very, very differently for the rich and the common person. But where is this stemming from, and how deep rooted is this rot? This rot starts right at the top. When I say right at the top, I mean it starts right at the Supreme Court and then it trickles down. Let me give you an example of Manipur, where more than 200 people have died, 3,000 people were injured, 70,000 people have been left displaced and are living as refugees in their own state and country. Around 6,500 guns were looted, 14,500 bombs, that's the rough number, and around 7 lakh bullets have been looted, or all of this arms and ammunition have just been handed over. That's what the experts say. Handed over by the state machinery itself, which was supposed to protect it. And that's the reason for the civil war which has been going on for the last 1 year and which affects the entire nation's security. What has happened in Manipur in relation to the arms and ammunition which has been looted / handed over, even Pakistan and China have not been able to do that in the last 76 years. And yet the Supreme Court of India is unwilling to even list the matter for more than 5 months now. That's how deep this rot is. And it's not just any judge in the Supreme Court, it is the Chief Justice of India. And because of this, I was forced to file a criminal complaint against the Chief Justice of India and the registrar who lists the matter in the courts. While your outrage is most required, and thank you for being outraged at what happened in Pune and the way the system worked for this boy, but if you really want that this doesn't become another one-off outrage, and then the next matter happens and the court behaves in a manner, court or rather judge behaves in a manner which is completely in contravention to how you expect the laws to operate, the system to operate, and it's not just how one expect but how they should operate. So if you don't want this to be a one-off thing and you don't want a repeat of this, it is time for a collective outrage on the entire judicial system, because this entire system needs an overhaul, and the judges here need to be reminded that they are employed by the citizens of India to dispense justice as per laws of the land and not as per whims and fancies or for other considerations. So please, firstly, be informed of what has happened in Manipur. Start asking questions on Twitter to the Supreme Court that why has it not so far listed the case even for the last more than 5 months? Why is it again and again delaying? And currently there are vacations going on and vacation in the Supreme Court, and if the court wanted, it could have listed this matter in the vacation and heard it day after day, but it doesn't seem that it even matters to the Supreme Court that entire nation's security is at risk, our armed forces personnel are being killed, and the situation is only getting grim. Even today, as I make this video, I have received another information on how there are possibilities of the situation escalating, and there's an entire press release which talks about further violence, aggravation and consequences because of the two warring factions completely at loggerheads. And these are not just loggerheads, they are armed with the most sophisticated arms and ammunition, AK-47 machine guns, carbines, INSAS rifles, and you have those 14,500 bombs, and you have around 6-7 lakh bullets still in the hand of these warring factions. So if you really want that this Pune road rage case should become the last of its kind, then that can only happen if there is an entire overhaul of the judiciary. It's almost become like a system wherein the courts don't even listen to you. Just a few days ago, I had another PIL filed which is about the threat to voter secrecy because of the present voting mechanism and the EVMs. But the court wouldn't even listen or let my counsel put all the arguments forth. Why? Because there are journalists sitting and there's a live camera feed, and if those arguments are put forth, then the entire country and the world will come to know that how this entire system puts the voters' secrecy at risk, and tomorrow your vote can be used against you. But the court doesn't want people to come to know about that, and that's the reason why it didn't even allow my counsel to put forth the arguments and all the points. That's how bad the situation is, and it is up to you to ensure that your interest, every single person, every last person who needs justice, that their interests are secured, and that can only happen through collective effort. And you need to step up, and we need to now once and for all come together and ensure that these courts, which we the people of India have constituted for dispensation of justice, actual justice, not for the rich, for the powerful, for the mighty, for the influential, but justice as per truth and as per laws of the land. High time we wake up and come together and once and for all change this system, and that can only happen by people coming on the streets now and holding all of these people accountable as well. Share in comments that what should be done to get that to happen. Share your ideas and share this video with as many people as possible, and follow me for updates on the Manipur matter.